Hey everyone, thank you so much for tuning in and watching this. Today we're speaking with Heather from Heather Styles Homes. She's a home stager. She's gonna talk to us about getting your home prepped during this time. What's changed, what to do, how to get things ready and get sold. So I'm gonna kick it over to Heather. Just want to maybe introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we'll get into the chat.
Sure. Well, my name is Heather Drinker, and as Matthew said, I'm the owner of Heather Styles Homes. I am a Canadian certified staging professional. I'm also a residential staging expert and certified color consultant. So primarily, I work with homeowners on helping to get their homes prepped and ready for market, along with working with people that are maybe just looking at doing some redesign or updates to their homes as well.
Perfect. Okay, so obviously things are different right now, right? Like, we've worked together for a long time. What we used to do isn't the same. So what are some of the biggest challenges you're seeing right now for homeowners that have to sell during this time period?
Right. Well, I mean, just speaking from the business side, obviously, with the COVID-19 situation, we can't physically go in homes to work with the homeowners. So we've come up with other alternatives, being virtual meetings or virtual consultations. That allows us and the homeowners, or myself and the homeowners, to either do a virtual walkthrough of the home, or they can send photos in, and I will
Okay.
do some written recommendations and feedback for them.
Perfect. Okay, so basically the system's kind of the same. You're still giving recommendations. You're still letting people know what to do for each specific scenario. But instead of that in-person meeting, you got to do the virtual tours or photos. Okay.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
are you still are you staging vacant homes? Like, I know that you sometimes add like some of the accoutrement, as we might call it. But so is that happening still, or is that done?
You know what? We're not considered an essential service like for someone like yourself in real estate is. So I've ceased all stagings at this point in
Okay.
time until we get the go ahead from the government to say yes, we can get back out there and get in the field. It's all to keep everybody safe. Myself and our teams that we work with, along with the homeowners or any buyers that are coming into the homes.
Okay. So you said you are offering the online services. Are there any other services that you're offering to clients right now to help out? Like, can you do virtual staging? Is that still allowed, or?
Virtual staging is kind of a hot topic right now. Some people feel that it can create a false sense of what the home actually looks like. So it almost is a little bit of a disappointment when we do a virtual staging and
Okay.
someone shows up to a vacant house and it's not staged.
Okay.
So we've actually stopped doing the virtual stagings for the time being. I mean, it's
Oh,
still something we could do, but it's not something that is highly regarded in the staging world right now. So we're
okay.
kind of holding off on that for the time
Okay, so
being.
that's out. Okay, so I guess so. What you're saying, virtual staging was better when you could actually see the property, whereas now people are doing more virtual tours. So having that virtual staging is really not connecting with buyers right now.
Exactly, exactly.
That's a really interesting change. So that's obviously a big change, because I know that you did a fair bit of virtual staging in the past and had really good feedback from that.
Yeah, initially it was. There is feedback that we got from clients that I got from realtors that would take clients through.
Hmm.
So obviously they see the house, it looks furnished online, and then they go to see the home and there's no furniture in the house.
Okay.
So that it created a bit of a disconnect. And the whole point about doing physical staging is to create that feeling that a
Hmm.
buyer can have so they can actually see how they're going to place their furniture and how it would be laid out. So there's a bit of a disconnect between doing it virtually and actual physical staging.
Okay. Cool. So I've had a bunch of people reach out to me. Obviously, like, if you don't absolutely have to sell right now, we're not recommending that you do that. So what people are saying, okay, well, there's probably going to be a fair bit of inventory that's going to come on the market when things start to open back up. Should I do a major reno?
Renovations, this is a great time for anybody to start doing any type of updates. The key is knowing where to invest your money that you're going to get the return on that investment. So by doing a consultation, we can kind of give the seller's feedback on where best to invest that money.
Okay.
We don't want people to over improve the house. We want it improved for what the buyers are looking for, because as you know, Most of the buyers today are millennials, and they don't have a lot of excess income left over to do some of those renovations when they go into a home. So they're really looking for move-in ready properties.
Okay. So it's all about the smart rental, right? So obviously renoing for yourself when you're staying for the long term is much different than doing a quick reno for sale. So that's another. So now inside of your services, so like I know our packages, we include our staging consult as part of our deal for our clients. Now, if somebody were to reach out to you directly, what type of cost would be involved for them to do that like renovation consult so they could understand first of all, from a design perspective and trends, what they should be installing, and then what work they should be doing.
Sure. It kind of varies property by property, what the fees would be. If it's just taking a look, like it all starts with a consultation,
Sure.
really, because that gives us an idea of where they should be looking at putting their money, whether it's into updating cabinetry, if it's just changing out light fixtures, if it's, taking care of the flooring. Paint is obviously one of the most cost-effective things that has a great impact. So
I love painting. Painting's the best. People need to paint. If you're putting your
people
house
need
up for
to
sale,
paint.
paint.
Definitely, definitely. And we're not talking crazy colors when it comes to putting your house on the market. We
No,
definitely want to neutralize those down. So
yeah, but painting's important. That's a big one.
yeah.
So that actually leads me to my next question. So you kind of answered painting is one of the best bang for your bucks. What would be second on your list of like a must-do thing for getting ready to sell?
I think it probably comes in twofold. I think definitely cabinetry is another big one, especially kitchens are the heart of the home.
Okay.
So when we're looking at kitchens, cabinetry is a big one, countertops, backsplashes. For second from that, I'd probably say flooring is another good one.
Okay.
If we were to go down the line, obviously, if you're going to update some of those larger items, then, looking at your fixtures, your light fixtures, your faucets, things along those lines certainly create a big impact as well, too.
Okay. So obviously, I find people struggle a lot with picking the flooring color because they want to keep, obviously there's stuff in play at the house. So part of your services obviously would be like matching that right flooring color material from a trend standpoint with what's existing on the house, right?
Yeah, definitely. We can, when I go in and meet with owners, when I can meet with them, it's a little harder to do it online because color is never true online.
Sure.
But normally I would put together a whole color package for them. So by picking out, if they're looking at getting flooring, we'll pick out the flooring, we'll get the paint color selected for them. If they're looking at doing cabinetry, we'll find cabinetry samples for them and give them an actual color story that they'll have to work with so that everything, is cohesive.
Absolutely. So, inside of the reports, like if somebody needs to add like some items and stuff, I guess like Wayfair and Amazon are probably still delivering. Where I believe some of the furniture stores are open too right now, right? Is that
Yeah.
correct? Like, what does that look like for people to get?
Well, it's kind of funny because I know the Brick is doing delivery. I don't know if they're doing in store right now. Because I haven't been to any of the furniture stores myself to know. But I would assume if any are open, they're practicing the social distancing measures so that, they're keeping that 6-foot distance for people.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are doing curbside, right? Like I know Michael's is a non-essential, but they're still doing curbside. Staples is doing curbside, stuff like that. And you could help people with that, right? Like you could still help give them some ideas of saying, okay, like, get this pillow, get this rug, right? Whereas opposed to you used to do it, these people could absolutely do it.
Absolutely. And like you mentioned, Amazon and Wayfair are two great options. Depending on someone's timeline, they have fairly quick delivery.
Yeah.
So depending on someone's time frame, those are really good options, for sourcing furniture. And I can do online shopping for people to help them.
Okay, so you do offer the online shopping service. So, obviously with schooling the kids at home, getting that painting done on your own, right? People might need a hand with that. So you would offer that as well.
Definitely. Yeah, for sure.
When does homeschooling end, by the way?
What is homeschooling?
Yeah, lots of drinking. From what I hear online, a lot of people are drinking.
Well, I can't comment on that, but I'll just take your word for
it. Yeah, we won't share what we do. That's awesome. So what would the first step be for a homeowner to do, like to get their home ready? What's number one?
When it comes to preparing a home in the staging world, we have a 3-step process. So the first step is obviously getting your consultation.
Okay.
that way we can go through, we'll give the recommendations and the feedback. The second step would be the homeowner's homework, as I call it. So that's the things that they need to do. So editing is also known as decluttering. So,
Yeah,
knowing which items that they need to pack away. And this is a great opportunity to start packing the items away because they're going to have to pack to move anyways.
absolutely.
So the homeowner's homework, so that would be doing any of the updating, the renovating, the editing, and the last part is the showcasing. So that's actually the decorative side.
Okay.
And I can also work with people to kind of walk them through where to place things. And we can still do that on a virtual phone call or a virtual video call. They can, have me in the room, seeing the room, and I can kind of tell them, I'll place it here or put that there or what have you. So, even though I can't physically be there to
Yeah.
work with them, I can still do it, virtually through video calls like this.
Yeah. Okay. So that's awesome. So simple 3 steps, right? Always starts with the consult. That's fantastic. So about how long does that take? Like, so, what are you seeing as kind of your average time to help the homeowner place everything? Like, is that a half-hour call? Is that an hour call? Like, what should people expect with that?
The virtual consults take a little bit more time,
Okay.
depending on if we're doing it by video or if they're sending me photos and I'm doing written recommendations. On average, in person, it would normally take about an hour to an hour and a half to
Okay.
do a physical consultation with them. On the video calls, it takes roughly about the same amount of time, could be a little bit longer, like it might be pushing upwards to about 2 hours.
Okay.
But I would say safely, it's roughly about an hour and a half.
Okay. So similar time frames, a little bit longer, but definitely can still be achieved so that people can get that benefit and get that top sale dollar when they need to sell. And everybody
Absolutely.
else, wait. Awesome. Well, so I think that's kind of all of our questions. Obviously, we thank you so much for your time today. We really appreciate it. We love working with you all the time. Our clients are always happy. So we're going to add your contact info on the link there. But maybe like how do you contact with clients? What works for you? Maybe phone, email, like.
You know what? The best way to get a hold of me is typically by either texting me or emailing me. Emailing me, I get a little bit more detail. My phone has been a little bit iffy these days. I don't know why it's not taking calls very well, but
Yeah.
definitely text and email are the two preferred ways. But yeah, I'm always here for phone calls as well. Normally, I like to schedule the phone calls though, so
Okay.
that we can set up a time and I can commit time for those. So.
Perfect. Okay, guys, again, thank you so much for watching. If you need any help staging your home or getting ready to sell, please reach out to Heather. She's here for you. She's going to help you out. If you need anything real estate related, again, give us a call. And Heather and I work together all the time. So I hope everybody has a great day getting ready, getting their home ready to sell. So again, thank you so much, Heather, and we'll chat later.
Thank you for having me.
Great.